Good afternoon, boys and girls, and welcome to Checking the Score on
Nice.
Valley News. Now, I'm still working on trying to get some sort of graphic for us here.
Well, we have the name. That's like,
And it's a good name.
that's not even like half the battle. That's like 75% of the battle.
Yeah.
So we're doing great.
I've been looking at some AI. I'm not talking about Allen Iverson.
Oh, all right.
But like, because just as a point of reference, a jumping off point, if you will, to kind of like what I could do with some sort of graphic logo.
Right.
And AI is not good with letters or numbers or human shapes or really much of anything.
No, and that's how you could pick it up. This is a good info for any viewers that we have out there right now. It can't do hands.
Can't do hands.
Can't do hands. The faces look off. There's like too many teeth. There's something
I
off.
did a motorboat and it had like 4 motors.
That's just cool. Like that's just an ideal motorboat situation. I think AI is ahead of us in that one.
It does like the shapes of what something should look like,
Right.
roughly.
A vague idea of a weekly sports show graphic. That's what you were looking for.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're gonna have to shop it around.
This is where we're at. Welcome in.
Yes, welcome. It's been a weird week, Devin.
A little bit.
No RedHawks weekly, All-Star break, and dealing with some of the crowd strike stuff. I'm going to break
Also
the fourth wall here. We did have some technical difficulties, much like a lot of airlines, businesses. We were affected by that, so kind of got up a little later in the week, and now here it is on Thursday. We're checking the score. Normally we check the score on Wednesday.
I often compare you to Delta Airlines, and this is just another way that I can do that. Fun fact, flew back from Alaska to and from Alaska on Delta, had no issues.
Okay.
And I was in MSP, and there were a bunch of people just sleeping at the gates. Not me. Me and my wife and son escaped.
Okay. So where's the Adam Shalafu comparison there? I can fly.
No, I don't think you
Shoot,
can.
I can't.
You were very accommodating to me
Okay.
and my schedule.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm not giving a free plug to Delta Airlines. What are we doing here?
Yeah,
anyway,
true.
back to sports.
But yeah, so the RedHawks didn't play this week. Still making some news. I really am excited to take a look at some work you did recently in regards to the RedHawks and Dillon Thomas. Man, I'm hoping he comes back soon. But it's been fun with the unofficial, or maybe it's official, first base ghost.
They sure do seem to treat it as an official role for him, and I know it's self-appointed on his part. He wanted to come in. He wanted to continue contributing however he could. He's going to be on the injured list for a little bit longer. He said that he's working on getting back post All-Star break, which I guess is now. So we don't have any updates, and he didn't have anything concrete for me either. He was just like, as soon as I get the go-ahead, I'm back in. But no, Dillon Thomas has found a way to stay busy for sure. You could see him by first base, and he brought it up multiple times in the interview, and I felt bad that I made him say this multiple times. He's the oldest guy on the team.
Is he really?
He is. He got drafted by the Colorado Rockies in 2011. So he's been playing professional baseball since the year I graduated from high school.
I graduated high school 2011.
Nice, look at us. A lot of people just realize how either old or young we are. That depends on your viewpoint there. But no, Dillon Thomas has been at it for a while. And so if he put it very eloquently, if he's able to give somebody maybe just a little piece of information that they maybe haven't heard yet in their career, and it can help them get an extra base, sensational.
Sure.
And that's all he's trying to do. But no, I was able to follow Dillon Thomas in one of their games against Kane County. I was on Dillon Thomas duty the entire game last Wednesday. I just had him mic'd up. This is right before I flew to Alaska too, so it was a wild few days for me. But no, I was able to follow Dillon Thomas with a microphone on, and I'll let the product speak for itself a little bit, but then I'll say some things that we had to leave out of the story because they didn't necessarily work in the context there. But the conversations that the RedHawks have, either in the dugout or the conversations they have with the umpires on first base, I wasn't prepared for that. But there was a lot of really fun stuff, a lot of really cool stuff to wade through, and yeah, I'm excited to see what you think of it as well.
Now, before I play it, do you want me to keep our mics up so we can comment throughout, like a you know how they have DVDs
Like a director's commentary?
Yeah, like a director's commentary, or keep the mics down so people can just watch it.
Let's keep them down so people, because we got my voice in it, we got Dillon Thomas's voice in it, we got some natural sound. We're gonna go ahead and we'll stay down. If I have anything super important that I have to say something, then we'll jump in. But,
okay, you just tell me. I'm bringing our mics down. I'm gonna bring the package in. Here we go, folks.
One of the biggest weapons in the entire American Association has been missing from the Fargo-Moorhead RedHawks lineup. Dillon Thomas has been on the injured list since July 1st, putting a damper on what was looking like an all-star campaign for the veteran infielder. But while he waits to get cleared, DT has found another role on the team.
Yeah, it's Mr. Coach Dillon to you.
In an effort to keep contributing to this fiery Fargo-Moorhead offense, Thomas has taken up the role as first base coach.
It's definitely been tough, missing some games. I want to be out there with the boys, having fun, laughing and joking. You saying something? Let's go, baby. Have a day. Just trying to help the team any way I can. I can't be in the lineup to play right now, so if I can stand over there and help the guys out, that's all I want to do. Jake, are you nervous, bro? Bob, yeah, I don't know why, man. It'd be like that when you don't play. Hey, look for a ball in the dirt.
The former major leaguer, who has been playing professional baseball since 2011, is using his years of experience and imparting some veteran wisdom to continue making a difference while he's on the injured list.
They know what they're doing. Everybody knows what we should be doing. Is just about finding those little things. And like I said, if I'm standing out there the whole time and I find something to give somebody an edge, that's all I'm trying to do, is just feed them that little bit of information to help get us in scoring position, hopefully create more runs. The odds of them backpicking anything right there are not very good. If I see him creep, I'll let you know, obviously. Yeah.
He's been at the highest level of baseball, and he's able to lend them an amount of experience that not many people can, and I'd love to have him back in the 3-hole anytime soon, but until that point, he's helping us win games definitely out there at first base.
Get it ready, Dex!
While he's enjoying his time as a member of the Fargo-Moorhead coaching staff,
Let's go, fellas, come on!
Thomas is ready to get back to doing what he does best and step back up to the plate.
It's definitely killing me that I'm not out there. The second they say go, you better believe it's full throttle, and I'm back out there. How we doing, Ian? Good, brother.
That was fun.
A lot of fun out there. One thing that you pointed out was him razzing Juan Fernandez. That was Fernandez's first game back. He was dealing with some visa issues for a while.
Okay.
And so
he went and literally played in a different league.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, he came back and that he got walked there. But he was at the plate wanting to swing at everything, and you heard him. He was literally shaking. And DT said it eloquently. It'd be like that when you don't play. But another thing that was on there, and I posted just kind of a reel of fun mic'd up moments on
and
social
I have the
media.
technology. We can pull those up.
Yeah, let's pull those up. There's some fun stuff. They talked about music more than I ever expected, and that includes they talked about the Drake-Kendrick beef. It's a little bit further down than that.
So
that's just the full story.
Okay,
that's also the full story.
Also the full story.
When I'm proud of things I like, I think it was back up there.
Wait, was this it?
Nope.
No. Okay.
That's Eric Moon's story on some Collegiate Baseball. There it is.
This is it. Okay. What I'm going to do
let's watch
now is I'm going, and in this one we're going director's cut.
Yes, of course.
So I'm going to turn this one on. We got a crazy operation, folks.
You have just hands all over the place. There's 2 keyboards, 2 mice, a switcher, a stream deck. There's another keyboard, another monitor. This setup is crazy.
4 monitors, 2 keyboards. I don't even know if it's a mice or if that's a rodent or they're mouses. But there's 2 of them. I like
whatever
mice.
it is, there's 2 of them.
Yeah. They're definitely not DJs, and they're alive.
Yes.
That was kind of a hip joke for my standards.
It sure was.
All right. Anyway, I believe I have the technology to play this here.
There it is.
Bear with me, folks. We're going to pull it up. Director's cut on this one. Before I hit play, there's a certain part I love. I think it's towards the end. We watched this a little bit, and so here we go.
This is just fun Dillon Thomas mic'd up moments.
and I can't hear anything. Can you?
No, me neither.
Okay.
Well, it was a good idea at the time.
It was a good idea. This is video.
You can see the
folks.
video. It looks nice.
Interesting.
And that's what really matters.
Well, you can't win them all.
You know, we got the package out there. We got the full story out. That's good. That's something.
Okay. Well,
Like I said, folks, there's a lot of stuff back here
interesting.
with a lot of buttons.
Okay,
A lot
well-
of switches, dials, some knobs even.
Yeah, there are some knobs. You know, let's just keep talking. We're going to take this down.
That's what we do.
If I can get this up,
Yeah.
I will. At this point,
You know what?
Oh.
Find it on my.
I think oh,
Oh, he's
wait a
onto
minute
something,
here, folks. I think I'm onto something. All right. Bear with me. This is live troubleshooting. All right.
My favorite kind of it.
Okay, I'm going to bring this stuff over yonder. Take two. And if it doesn't work, folks, we're not going to waste.
Just find it on my social media if this
Yeah.
doesn't work. Follow me at Fry the Sports Guy.
We're going to give it a go.
Hey, Petey, what'd you say?
There it
You saying
is.
something, Petey? Let's go, baby. Have a day. Yeah, it's Mr. Coach Dillon to you.
He's really proud.
Let's go, Pete.
This week. Please help by making a donation to the
Get that mouse out
Poppy,
there.
look at my hand.
Shake it. You nervous, bro?
Poppy, I don't know why, man.
Yeah, you know. It be like that when you don't play.
There
Hey,
it
look for a
is.
ball in the dirt. Your main lead. Yeah. Get out there and take like 7 steps, like 6, 7 steps.
I mean, he's
Get
having a
out there.
nice
Even
year.
though like you're deeper,
This probably
get
helps.
out there. I mean,
For
make
sure.
it easy on yourself. Base hit. Get it ready,
It's a
Dex.
tough series, too.
I mean,
Two really good.
without
Yeah,
Beyonce,
there we go.
is there a Rihanna though?
I love
might
that.
have to go back
I'm
like
going to
5
go
seconds.
back. I'm going to go back. Listen to
is-
this one.
I mean,
some of
this
the
might
music
be
talk.
the best
Hey,
part.
Daddy Dex. I mean, without Beyonce, is there a Rihanna though? That's the question you gotta ask yourself.
It's a good question.
Yeah,
I mean,
makes
it
a good
wasn't Tupac hit him up type drift.
Healing to strike out the
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Blue Cross. Blue
Strasburg.
Cross.
Yeah, that's nice.
They were talking about gloves for a good while in the dugout. Oh,
Here it
here's
is.
Drew Ward.
Oh boy.
Takeover was just, you could play it in the club.
Oh boy.
Takeover is just more like,
Talks directly.
Let's go,
to me.
fellas, come on. Dude, if we could get you a bag on camera and on mic, you know how sick that would be?
If I get a bag right here, they better call me in for a live
decapitated
interview.
it, man. And
Nobody
Better
else.
call him in for a live interview.
He didn't steal second though, so he doesn't get his live interview. Sorry, Drew Ward.
Sorry, Drew Ward.
Gotta
You know
steal
what?
second.
I like him in here anyway.
Okay,
Love to get Drew in here.
You can still come.
You're
in.
invited. You're invited.
But yeah, no, that was a super fun day, and I love to do kind of stuff like that where I get to put an entire day's work into the stories that I'm telling.
Absolutely.
It's rare
Yeah.
in this role that I'm in,
Yeah.
but this is where this is where the stories are, and I love to be able to just kind of flesh them out a little bit more, especially miking people up.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for that.
You
I
can
get that it's-
really get some good stuff with
yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, the stuff with Dillon Thomas was incredible. Thank you, DT, if you're watching this, for letting me mic you up through that day. And he was such a trooper. He worked with me the entire time. There's a few clips that I have where there's just no sound coming from DT's microphone, and he came over, let me work on it, and I gave it back to him, and we got it reset.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dillon Thomas, quality dude, and he really made this story possible. And it was a fun showcase for him, and a fun way for me to tell a rare story. Like, you don't see active players working in the in the coaching staff very often, and so it's one of the more fun things I've got to do lately, and I look forward to being able to do more of that, especially now that we have our full staff with Eric Moon
Yeah.
back there. I have you helping me out sometimes, so it's a really fun thing that I got to do, and I hope to do more of it. So stay tuned. There might be more fun stuff like this, and if you liked it, feel free to let me know. I'm not able to give myself props very often, so
I'll
if you
give you
liked
props.
it,
I
please tell
liked
me.
it.
Thank
I
you,
liked
Adam. Needed that.
And, you know, Izzy, we talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
it like a few weeks ago. How crazy, in my opinion, I don't want to speak for you, but in my opinion, I thought it was a little crazy that he was just a reserve.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm not allowed to have an opinion. You know, I'm not allowed to think.
Yeah.
Izzy Alcantara should not have been a reserve for the All-Star game, and he kind of proved that in the All-Star game.
Yeah. Let's.
We have some video of that, I believe.
Yeah, so let's pull this up here. Devin, why don't you contextualize the situation here?
Bottom of the 9th inning in the American Association All-Star game, tied up at 3 runs each. Izzy Alcantara blasts it to left. That is going to bring in the winning run. The West take it 4-3. Look how fast he is. Izzy Alcantara with a walk-off triple to win it for the West. This man was just a reserve on the roster. Didn't have a starting role on that All-Star game lineup. And quite frankly, I think he should be MVP.
Yeah.
He was named All-Star game MVP, which you have to give it to him. He should be. He is absolutely.
That one a ride.
No, that was crazy. He is in the running for American Association MVP. I think he's the front runner, in my opinion. My totally unbiased opinion. His amount of stolen bases, his consistency at the plate, the amount of hits he has, the amount of RBI he has. Izzy Alcantara should be the front runner for MVP. And I think he solidified that with that performance in the All-Star game.
I think a lot of that's going to come down to standings.
Yes.
And with that, let's take a look at the standings.
That was a good. Wow, look what happened in the West while I was gone. Okay, Winnipeg. Fargo-Moorhead and Winnipeg now both half a game behind Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls continues to be just a wagon right now. Look at Cleburne, too.
Cleburne's having the best year since I've been covering the American Association. I'm on year 3.
Yep, I'm right there with you. We're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Cleburne is having the best year, arguably, since they've been a franchise. And then, same with King County's also having a crazy year for themselves.
The West is going, this is just bizarro world. Look at this. In first place with 6 straight losses are the Canaries.
The Sioux Falls recently, I think right before the All-Star break, got swept by Sioux City, which, Sioux City is where they are, but the West is still very competitive up until you get to Lincoln. But from Sioux Falls down to Sioux City, there's only 6.5 games between. Yeah,
and the Monarchs just kind of took care of the business against the RedHawks. And we've been saying all year, better than their record, defending champs. You don't want to see them in the postseason.
I will say one of those wins against Fargo-Moorhead, though, was a pretty controversial one. And I'm not going to, I don't make my opinion. Eric Moon had a really good breakdown from it, my weekend sports anchor. He was at the game. It was the game 2 of their doubleheader last Friday night. Home run, hit out of the park. The RedHawks celebrated at home plate. They walked it off against Kansas City. And then all of a sudden, the umpires said foul ball. And
was it a fair ball?
That's what, Eric.
Is this on his Twitter?
Yes, it was. He had it on his Twitter. And he has the broadcast copy of the home run, which you can find on the 365, part of the Valley News Live conglomerate of channels. I don't know what we call ourselves. But no, this was last Friday. And so I'll see if I can find it and send it your way real fast. But no, it was a very interesting moment. And it, of course, tainted that game, but it also doesn't change the fact that Kansas City took care of business in the majority of those matchups against the RedHawks. I just like to throw in that one little caveat of, hey, by the way, they ruled a home run a foul ball after they celebrated home plate last time. So,
well, let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing to do with the actual sports.
Okay.
But just
I love these. I'm sure the viewers love those too.
Dude, I like with my lovely girlfriend, we decided to go to Bucket Hat Night.
Oh,
and
fun.
I got there so early because I love
you got to
my
get a bucket hat.
hats.
Yeah.
And they were gone. So like I got there at like 5:40, 6 o'clock first pitch. And they had already been out for about 40, 45 minutes.
Jeez.
And so I get in there and I'm like, well, still excited to watch the game, of course. But I asked the woman at the front gate, and I was like, hey, when did the bucket hats sell out? She said it took 20 minutes. So the second fastest giveaway all year.
People love bucket hats.
Doug Lear and his daughter got one, though.
Oh, well, that's good. That's
I was
what
happy
really
for
matters.
Doug.
You didn't take one away from Doug Lear's daughter, and that's what really matters. But yeah, we found it. This is the controversial home run non-call on Friday night.
Okay, so Does Eric have commentary on this? Or
No, this is just from the
Just from
365.
the
So
feed.
this will be Jack Michaels if we want to have audio.
Okay, I'll
but-
bring the audio up here. If you don't mind, Devin, just breaking down what we are looking at.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and hit the play
So
button.
this is game 2 of the doubleheader. Fargo-Moorhead with 2 runners on, bottom of the 8th. Since it's a doubleheader, they're in extras right now. They have 1 man on. Sam Dexter, of all people, sends this one down the third base line. There goes the ball.
And so let me pause here.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to go just a little bit back.
I think you
on
have
the
to
tape.
click and drag, yeah.
So is this the ball right here?
If you go back a little bit more, we could track it all the way over. So
I
okay,
see
there
so
it
There's
is.
the ball up here.
Yep. And again, we're not going to get any results change here, but it's interesting. It's interesting to look at. And yeah,
So you kind of lose vision of the ball on this pole here.
right, but it sure does look like it's on the correct side of the foul pole. The bullpen, they have a very good view of it, and they sure are celebrating. They're saying it's fair. And then, yes, Sam Dexter comes all the way around the bases. It's a 2-run, what everyone initially thought was a walk-off homer, instead turned into a foul ball call. And this is Eric actually breaking it down in slow motion. But yeah, no, Chris Coast had an all-timer too. Eric had some sound from Kona Quiggle that night. So we had some pretty good coverage of this one. But no, it's been an interesting week. So first this, and then another loss to Kansas City the following day, followed by the All-Star break. It's been an interesting end of the first half of the season for Fargo-Moorhead.
I want to hear Jack's call on this.
Yeah.
Just brought the audio.
He'll be able to
actually
tell
back
us.
Up. Let's hear what they. I assume Jack thought they won the game. Okay, they're. Golly.
Oh yeah, you got to do the thing again.
No. Oh, all that. Okay, so this is just a video only.
Oh,
clip
there is no
anyway.
audio.
Okay,
My
just
fault.
kidding, folks.
That's on me.
Just kidding, folks.
But anyway, yeah. It doesn't matter.
The point is, it was controversial.
It was very
okay?
controversial.
Could have been the game winner, wasn't.
It goes in as a loss. That's what.
I feel like the
at the end of the
karmic
day.
wheel spins on because Kansas City's kind of gotten some pretty bum luck this year too. To be
They've
fair.
had to forfeit some games with their field conditions.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
I mean,
That's not the team's fault,
Right.
Or at least not the baseball players or the managers
Right.
or the coaches. Like, it is the fault of the grounds crew, perhaps.
if you're a second baseman, you can't overcome bad field conditions.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So it's American Association baseball. These weird things are going to happen. But yeah, no. That was the RedHawks fell victim to a fairly controversial moment there. But I'm sure they're on to the back half of the season now. Now they're back into getting guys healthy mode. Davis Feldman waiting to come back. He went to the All-Star game, was obviously not able to participate because he's still on the IL there. Same with Dillon Thomas. And so they really want to get those guys back. They have Juan Fernandez back in the lineup now.
Which is huge.
That's huge. He's a very consistent hitter, which that's what you need at this level is consistency at the plate. That's
Yeah.
why some guys haven't been able to last on the RedHawks roster, not to name names.
Yeah.
But no, it's going to be about getting those guys healthy and then closing out the season. If they're, obviously you want to be that 1 seed and get to pick your opponent in the playoffs. But if you're 2, 3, it's really fine if you're Fargo-Moorhead.
You got to get in.
Right, exactly.
I mean, that's really as simple as it sounds. You got to get in.
It may be easier said than done, but that's what it comes down to.
Yeah, but it's a gridlock. Like, there's no guarantees. You look at this in the RedHawks, or like if they win that game, right, that we just looked at, then you're looking at a team that's actually in first place in the West.
That's true.
But if it ended today, they wouldn't make the playoffs.
Right.
That's how razor thin it is right now.
It's a fascinating division and a fascinating league. I love the American Association.
I'm obsessed. Like, I will not watch Major League Baseball.
You don't need
anymore.
to.
Won't
We
do
got
it.
the American Association.
Cubs stink.
Well, yeah, that's because
Sox stink.
It's because your teams are bad.
Yeah.
Is that your main reason?
Yes.
Oh, all right. No, I hear you. That's healthy. That's fair. Before we get out here, Adam, I did real quick want to plug what we have coming up tonight in sports. I have a bracket here.
Love that.
Because I love tournaments. We're in Class A Legion Baseball. The younger players are getting our spotlight. The East Division tournament, they're in the quarterfinals right now. For the East Division tournament, it is double elimination. Already today, there's been a couple games. The West Fargo Aces defeated Castleton. They defeated the Haymakers to advance to the semifinals of the main bracket.
Do you mind if we do bracket cam?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Bracket cam.
Now, I want you to press the button with my mouse here.
Okay, just this one? Or this one?
This one, yep.
Which mouse?
So
there you go.
click on my face right here.
Got it. I figured you would have pointed me.
Perfect.
There's the bracket.
And now I'm going to zoom in even more. Keep doing your narration. This is tip of the
there you go.
razor's edge of technology.
Well, yeah,
I'm
the
holding
West.
up this piece of paper in front of my face.
I could have made a graphic. I
I
guess.
like this better.
Okay, fair enough. But no, West Fargo is the farthest team to advance so far. Eric Moon just got back from the top-seeded Devils Lake Storm against the Valley City Royals. We're going to have highlights from that coming up tonight at 6, as well as more. You know, I always have more on the docket.
Always.
But 6 and 10, we're going to have some Legion Baseball division tournament highlights.
Love
and
that.
I love tournaments so much. I will cover a tournament no matter what level, no matter who it is. If you and your friends put together a bracket of whatever you're doing that night, what do people play at home in their backyards? Video games, whatever.
Bags.
There you go. If you send me your cornhole bracket, I'll probably cover you. I love tournaments that much.
Okay. They've been going on since the days of jousting with the knights, probably before that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you like cavemen? What are we talking about here?
I feel like that's something, a question for us to explore.
I think we've been babbling for too long already.
Yeah,
today.
I will explore it next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us, talking some sports, listening to us talk about sports. And yeah, folks, have a good weekend. We'll see you next time. Thank you for checking the score with us.